Hi John, this is Sirsha from your fourth year mobile app development module, and I'm just going to demonstrate my CA1 to you. So I essentially created a playlist management system where a user can create playlists and add songs to those playlists, where the playlists are the parent and the songs the child. So just before I started recording, I ran one of my tests, which is the playlist controller test, and all three of these tests passed. Now I'll run my playlist JSON store test, and all of these 8 tests should also pass. So all of those have passed, and essentially what I've been trying to do with my testing is just to test all of the different entities that are created, and I can perform all of my operations on, and also testing their interactions with each other. So now we'll just pop over to my terminal, and just before I get started, I'm just going to talk through the fact that I used Pico CLI just to improve my command line application, and this can be ran on and off the JVM. I've also added some ASCII art here to create the title larger, and to also have just little music notes just to stay on theme. So what I'll do first is, because our JSON, our playlist.json store file should be empty, and it is. I'm just going to add some dummy data to the application, and I do so by passing in a parameter called dummy data. So I replace this arg section with the dummy data that I've outlined in my controller class, and this will create 3 playlists and 3 songs just to speed up the process of demonstrating the application. So that has now added the data for us, and we can test that by running the list option, which should list all of our playlists and songs. So we can see 3 playlists, and each of these playlists have a song associated with them. So next, what I'll do is I'll add a new playlist by running the add option. And I'll create a playlist called Summer Mix, I suppose, and I'll create a genre of pop. So we can see now when the playlists are listed, we have a new playlist added, and there are no songs yet associated with that new playlist, but I can add one now. So I'll run the add song option, and I'll add a song to the playlist we just created. So I'm just going to take its ID of the playlist, and I'll pass that in. So I'm choosing to add this song to that playlist, and I'll add Girls by the 1975. Not sure if that's pop, but it'll do. So now I will run the delete option with this, so lets me delete a playlist. So I'll delete one of these older playlists that I haven't interacted with yet. So I'll just delete the first one. I'll just take that ID. So the workout songs playlist shouldn't exist now. Yep, and it's gone. Now I will run the delete song option. And oops, I ran the wrong argument there. Delete song. And I will pass in the ID of the place I want to delete the song from. So I'll first probably delete the song from the playlist that we created earlier, and I'll paste that in. And now I want to delete this song from that playlist. Copy, and I'll add that in. Yep, and now that that song within that playlist no longer exists. I can also filter, but I'm just going to actually add a new playlist before I filter, just so I have more items to filter from. So I'll create a new playlist called Coffee Shop Songs. Spell coffee correctly. And I'll make the genre jazz. because I believe we already have another playlist with the genre of jazz. We do. The Songs for Rainy Day playlist is also jazz. So now when I run the filter option with this, I should be able to filter my playlist by the genre of jazz, and the case isn't important here. Yep, and it prints out 2 of the playlists that exist with the genre of jazz. So the next one, I'll just show the help option, which essentially is just going to print out a string, which lets the user know that if they want additional support with the steps for installing or running the application, they can find all of that in the README. And I've already demonstrated the list option, but I'll show the list songs. Yep. So I want to list the songs from our first playlist, which is Songs for a Rainy Day. So this should print out to me Vibes by Chase Atlantic, yep, which we see here. And then we have our search option, which lets us search the existing playlists. So I'll run that. And I want to look for this driving playlist. So if I take its ID and run that, then I get all of the details for that playlist. And finally, if I want to update a playlist, I can pass in the update option. And I can update any of the existing playlists that I have here. So let's maybe take our coffee shop songs playlist, and I will modify its details so that instead of being called coffee shop songs, I want a study playlist, and instead of it being jazz, I want it to be ballads. Yep, so we can see that our previous coffee shop songs playlist with the genre of jazz has now been replaced with study playlist that consists of ballads, and it has no songs. So yeah, that is my CA1. I really enjoyed the module so far. So thank you very much, and I look forward to what's left to learn for CA2. Thanks.